how I turn my fearful thinker brain. Okay. Hey, Ralph.
Hey, Ron, you're looking good.
Tell me how I got two thinker brains in a row here.
I don't know.
Somebody,
you guys must have thought that one really through.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me.
So yeah, I'm similar to Todd. I'm a computer scientist by background, so computer engineer. So that's my thinker brain background. I got into this actually as a reluctant landlord. When in 2008 we downsized, we couldn't sell our home, ended up renting it. Then heard you on the radio and turned my life around.
So you got my free book off the radio, huh?
I did. I thought there was a pay. Anyway, yeah, you upsold me onto a quick start, and I ended up going to 2 quick starts before doing anything. That's how thinker brain I am. How slow I am to put this into practice. I was
You're
so
normal. Yeah. You're normal and you're a man. You got a lot working against you, man.
There you go. That's
normal man thinker brain.
Right.
So where do you live?
I currently live in Corpus Christi, Texas, and I do my business out of Southern Illinois, St. Louis area. So I actually do my business remotely. I have an office up there in Illinois. I have an acquisitionist and an assistant up there as well.
But you live in Texas?
Yeah, I hang out with our grandkids. My son-in-law is in the Navy down here, and we have a couple of grandkids, 8 and 6 grandboys, and so yeah, we're having fun down here.
So we live in Texas and we work in Illinois. Why you work in Illinois?
Well, that's where all my real estate has been. We've only been here 3 years, so whether I do business down here or not is
Okay. Well,
I went to your commercial boot camp, and that's what I would like to do down here. So that is my focus, and that's what I'm starting to learn. So.
All right. Well, good. Better get in my group. So you are also a mentor, right?
I am. Yes.
Okay. And you've been at that several years now. So what does your business look like?
Well, my business in Illinois is we currently have 18 single-family homes. We've been selling quite a lot of them as of recently. For some reason, people have been cashing out, killing all my golden gooses. That
market.
Yeah. And last year, not being up there, we only bought 5 single-family homes. So it was our slowest year ever probably because I'm not there and not continually driving the business, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Well, you get to do that when you know where your groceries are going to come from for next week, don't you?
Yes,
okay.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. Well, we all have every right to slow down whenever we feel like it, and that's exactly what we're working for, so we don't have to work, right?
Right.
So I can't hold that against you. Have you bought houses in Texas yet?
I have not bought any houses in Texas. I haven't even looked at houses. I've looked at commercial real estate.
Okay.
Primarily because I actually started something else. So I did you in reverse. You started as a mechanic. I turned into a car salesman. So I started a car dealership. And
you got one now?
I do.
Huh? Is that like a restaurant?
Well, no, it's actually been paying me. And it's fun because, it's just something I like to do. I like to tinker on cars, and I have a nice 2017 Range Rover, with the V8, supercharged V8 that you'd love. Nice SUV.
You trying to sell me a car?
Yeah, only $75,000.
Get out of here. My car's in the shop. I got rear-ended. And it's a Mercedes, and they can't fix it till they get a back window, and they can't get a back window out of Germany.
Oh, no. Yeah.
The car's been in the shop since December the 10th.
Yep. That's their Mercedes.
Man. Yeah. All right. So Frank, you started when? You started when, Ralph?
2012. October 2012 was the first time we were to Quick Start.
Okay.
And like I said, I went to one. I started to call people. I was fearful, nervous of embarrassment. I don't know why people are fearful of embarrassment, but that's me.
Because you were afraid people are going to ask you questions you didn't know the answer to.
Right, and looking dumb. I don't want to look dumb. So anyway, and then it took the next Quick Start. Lynette actually closed a deal at the Quick Start with me, and that alleviated some of the skepticism that, oh, why would people really want to sell me a house and keep their...
figure out why, could you?
Yes.
Why?
I was all about the why. Why would they do this? Yeah.
I get it. Most thinker brains are, actually.
And I was also fearful that I couldn't sell the house, because my experience was I got into the business because I couldn't sell a house. So I ended up renting it.
Yeah. Well, that's, you're not the only one. A lot of people don't come in. They just don't realize selling a house on terms is 10 times easier than selling one for all cash.
Absolutely. Yes.
Always been the case. Always will be. But like you said, you could always rent it. That's the worst case scenario.
Well, and so Lynette, we signed up for mentoring right away. Wanda, my wife, really encouraged me to do that. I was reluctant. It's like, I can do this on my own. Yeah. But yeah, she's the
smart guy. Yeah,
she's the bright one of the family.
Yeah. Right.
And so she convinced me to sign up with Lynette. One of the things that Lynette suggested to me was to get over that fear of whether I could sell this or not. And the first one I did sell, the one that she closed for me, I was able to sell it, but I was still fearful of buying more because I didn't want to be obligated to paying a mortgage that I'd or giving it back to the person. So she just told me to build a buyer's list. And after doing that is when it clicked. It wasn't actually my first deal. You would think the shut up check would have been it. But it was when I started to build a buyer's list and started to realize, oh, there's a lot of people out there that really want
need you.
Houses.
Need you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. What'd you make on your first one?
It was just $5,000. It was an axe deal. However, I 3 years into that one, the buyer ended up moving out. The seller called me back. So I ended up buying that one on a subject to deal, a wraparound mortgage. So, and then a couple of years later, the golden goose was killed, and I ended up making another on the back end deal, another $15,000. But all along, I was making monthly payments on that, about $200 a month extra. So,
yeah. All right. So, does Wanda do anything in this business or not?
Not right now. After we moved from Illinois, she became a full-time grandparent. So yeah, I lost my inspiration there.
Okay. Well, there's worse jobs.
But yeah, she's she went to the commercial boot camp with me, and she's excited about that. So I hope to get her involved in that as well.
All right. Well, you know what to do. Get in my group and let's get some land deals going.
Sounds good. Yes.
Did you watch me yesterday, this morning when I showed my stack of deals that I'm doing with students?
I did see part of that. Yes.
Yeah. All right. I'm telling you, they're coming. They're coming every day. All right. Well, if you had to do it all over again, what would you do different?
Well, I started off with a small house. That was our first deal. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, $60,000 house, and I kind of got focused on those, and that was a big mistake because I realized 2 years, down the road, the bigger houses have better tenants and a lot less headache.
Yeah.
And that's what we focused on last year, just only better houses, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Cheaper ones have their place, but they're not the best terms deals because the people can't put enough money down.
Right.
You just right on the head. So, you get up there where they can give you a big chunk of money and they're no problem, are they?
Absolutely, yes.
You're to work with. You don't even hear from them until they move. Yeah.
Yeah, until they call you and apologize and hand you the keys back, and then they don't want their money back. They don't, they're just saying, and they're really appreciative too.
Yes, they are. Sir, it took me 25 years to learn that lesson. So you're lucky it didn't take you that long. Get out of the junk unless you're in the junk business. I've done a lot of war zone houses where I just flip them. But and I've tried to even rehab houses in the war zone. That didn't work out well.
Yeah.
They were getting unrehabbed while they were getting rehabbed by the neighbors. So lessons we learn. Well, all right. So any piece of advice you want to give our listeners before I turn you loose?
Well, as I said, the thing for me was just having somebody walk alongside, and that was Brian and Lynette Wolf, and just stepping me through the process, because I was going to do everything on my own, and they convinced me there's a proven system, just follow it.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, pretty much everybody I talked to that's successful agrees with that. So no sense in reinventing the wheel, but it's the man thing to do is to reinvent the wheel, isn't it?
That's true.
It's testosterone within us. We can't help it. I get it. Not our fault. All right. Well, thank you very much, sir, for taking the time to spend with us this afternoon. So
all right. Well, thank you.
Go back to your grandkids now.
Yes.
Right,
sounds good.
All right.